Okay, students, today we see that is about some terminologies, that is the dormancy, then apomixis, then the parthenocarpy and the polyembryony. Okay, so first we see that is about the dormancy. So what is meant by dormancy? That is here the seeds which are unable to germinate under favorable condition, it is known as the dormancy period. That is here the dormancy, it mainly in the form of the structural and the physiological adaptive mechanism. So here, so what is the structural adaptive mechanism? That is structural means there is the presence of the hard seed coat, and due to the presence of the hard seed coat, here the seeds which remain in the dormant condition. Then about the physiological, if we see, that is in the seeds, that is inside in the embryo, that is there is the presence of some growth inhibitors. So it is the physiological. Okay, so due to this structural and physiological adaptives, here the dormancy which mainly in the seed, that is the seed becomes in the dormant condition, that is unable to germinate under favorable condition. So dormancy period is useful for the seeds. Why? Because here for the dispersal. Okay, so here when the seeds transport from one place to the another place, that is for the dispersion. So dormancy is also the important. So when the seeds gets germinate, then after the dormancy period, here the seeds gets germinate. Okay, so it is about the dormancy. Then next concept about the apomixis. So apomixis, apo means without, mixis that is mixing of the gametes. So here apomixis means here there is the formation of the seeds or the embryo, that is formation of seeds, embryos without fertilization. Without fertilization, it is known as the apomixis. Okay, so here the apomixis, that is in which there is no meiosis or the syngamy takes place. So in this apomixis there is the no meiosis. Why? Because there is the no formation of gametes. Okay, so no gamete formation takes place. So in the apomixis, the meiosis and the syngamy. Syngamy means what? That is the fusion of the male gamete and the egg. It is known as the syngamy. So there is the no syngamy or the fusion of the gametes. So here for the gamete formation we have seen that is the meiosis takes place. Okay, so here during the apomixis the meiosis and the syngamy does not occurs. Okay, then next that is about the types of the apomixis. So here the apomixis, it having the main two terms, that is one is the apogamy and another is the apospory. So here apogamy, that is it is the development of the sporophyte. Development of the sporophyte from the gametophyte without the fusion of gametes. From gametophyte without fusion of gametes. Okay, so we have seen that is here the sporophytic body, it mainly produced, that is by the fusion of the male and female gametes. Okay, and there is the formation of the zygote. But here in during the apogamy what happens? There is no fusion of the gametes. That is the without fusion of gametes there is the formation of a sporophyte. Okay, so here the sporophyte is haploid. Okay, so here the sporophyte is haploid. Why? Because it develops from the gametophyte. So for example, see here, that is, here is the embryo sac. Okay, that is, it is the gametophyte, that is the female gametophyte. We have seen, that is, here is the egg, then there are the two synergids. Okay, here is the antipodal cells. So here the sporophyte which is develops, that is from the single egg. Okay, that is from the egg. Here the embryo development takes place, and from the embryo here the sporophyte, that is the seed formation takes place. Okay, and from this seed here the sporophytic plant body, that is the root, stem, leaves, etc., that is the whole plant body is produced, that is nothing but the sporophyte. So here from the gametophyte, here sporophyte formation takes place. So here it is develops from the haploid gamete. Okay, that is without fusion, without fusion. So here the development of sporophyte from the gametophyte, it is known as the apogamy. Okay, while here another term, that is the apospory. So apospory means here it is the development of the diploid gametophyte. So this gametophyte is a diploid. Okay, so development of this gametophyte from sporophyte. It is nothing but the apospory. Okay, so here, that is, there is the no meiosis. So during, in the sporophyte, meiosis takes place, and due to the meiosis there is the formation of male gamete and the female gamete. But here the meiosis does not takes place. Okay, so here the formation of the gametophyte is from the sporophyte. Sporophyte is for example diploid. Okay, so here the apospory. Okay, so this apospory, that is the development of embryo without the fusion of the male and female gamete. Okay, so see, that is here gametophyte which develops from the sporophyte, diploid sporophyte. Okay, so next, see, that is about the terms, that is the types of the apomixis. So apomixis, it mainly divided into the three types. One is the recurrent apomixis, another is the non-recurrent apomixis, and third, that is the adventive polyembryony. Okay, so first we see, that is about what is meant by the recurrent apomixis. So here in this recurrent apomixis, that is embryo is the diploid embryo. Embryo formation, that is the embryo which is produced, it is the diploid. 2n, that is the diploid. So here formation of embryo, it mainly takes place from the archaesporal cell. So archaesporal cell is the diploid. Archaesporal cell is the diploid. So where archaesporal cells are present, that is, we have seen, that is during the microsporogenesis or during the megasporogenesis. Okay, now so there is the archaesporal cells which are the diploid, and when the archaesporal cells divides by the mitosis, then there is the formation of microspore mother cell or the megaspore mother cell. So here the archaesporal cell, which is the diploid, and it mainly divides and produce, that is into the embryo. So here the embryo is diploid. Okay, then here the other part of nucellar cells. Nucellar cells, from which here also the embryo development takes place. So here it is the recurrent apomixis. So in the recurrent apomixis, that is, there are the two terms, that is, one is the diplospory and another is the apospory. So diplospory means what? That is, here the diploid embryo sac which is produced from the diploid megaspore mother cell. Okay, so here the embryo sac which is the diploid, and this diploid embryo sac, it mainly produced from the megaspore mother cell. So this megaspore mother cell is always a diploid. Okay, so here the megaspore mother cell, that is, it mainly produced during the inside the nucellus, that is the micropylar end of the cell, it gets organized and produce the megaspore mother cell, and from this megaspore mother cell we have seen that is the development of the female gametophyte takes place, but there meiosis occurs. Okay, so but here meiosis does not occurs, that is, here from the megaspore mother cell directly embryo sac development takes place. So here the embryo sac is the diploid. Then apospory, we have just seen, that is the apospory, that is, here there is the nucellar cells. So here the nucellar cells which divides and which gives rise to the embryo sac. So the nucellar cell are the diploid. So here the embryo sac which are produced, these are the diploid. So here in the recurrent apomixis, formation of embryo sac, these are the diploid embryo sac. Okay, and then next, that is about the non-recurrent. Here during the non-recurrent, here the formation of the embryo sac is the haploid embryo sac. Formation of embryo sac is the haploid. Okay, so here, that is, this embryo sac is nothing but the gametophyte. Here the gametophyte which is produced is the haploid gametophyte. So here how the haploid gametophyte takes place? Formation, it mainly takes place, that is, here the megaspore mother cell which divides by the meiosis. Okay, so here megaspore mother cell which divides by the meiosis. We have seen, that is, and the how the haploid embryo sac is produced, that is, the from the megaspore mother cell, here the 4 megaspores are produced, out of which 3 gets degenerate, 1 becomes functional, and after the 3 mitotic divisions we have seen formation of the embryo sac or the female gametophyte, that is, here the haploid embryo sac which is produced from the megaspore mother cell. So here embryo, it mainly arises. Okay, so here there is the formation of embryo sac. Okay, so here the antipodal cell, then here is the secondary nucleus, and here is the egg apparatus in this way. Okay, so here the megaspore, when the embryo sac is produced, that is the haploid embryo sac, and here from the egg or from the haploid cells of the gametophyte, that is, here the from, it may be from the antipodal cell or the synergy. So see, that is here also the egg which is the haploid, from which here the embryo development takes place. Okay, so here the haploid embryo sac is produced, that is, we have seen the apogamy condition. Okay, so here the apogamy, that is, here the without fusion of the male and female gamete, here there is the formation of the embryo, and there from the embryo here sporophyte development takes place. Okay, so here that is about the non-recurrent. Okay, so in the recurrent, here embryo sac is diploid. In the non-recurrent, here the embryo sac is mainly the haploid, and there is the formation of the haploid cells in the embryo. Then next see that is about the adventive polyembryony. So adventive polyembryony, here the embryo it is mainly the diploid, and this embryo it mainly develop from the nucellus and the integument. Okay, embryo is the diploid and it mainly produced from the nucellus, that is the nucellar cell, or from the integument. Along with the zygotic embryo. So naturally we have seen how the zygotic embryo is produced, that is from when the male and female gamete fuses with each other. Then again here the diploid zygote is produced, and from the diploid zygote here there is the formation of the embryo, which is the we have seen that is in the development of embryo. Okay, so like this there is the zygotic embryo. Okay, so here see that is the, suppose here is the zygote is produced after fertilization. So from this zygote here the embryo is developed, and then again here from the nucellar cell also here is there is the formation of the embryo, or from the, we have seen that is the structure of the integument. Here also the development of the embryo takes place, that is from the integument cell. Okay, so here there it is the adventive polyembryony. Okay, so many embryo are produced, that is here during this adventive polyembryony. So here the zygotic embryo which is produced naturally, but again here the naturally other embryo which are produced, that is from the nucellar cell or from the integument cell. Okay, so it is about the adventive polyembryony. Okay, so we have seen that is about the apomixis. Okay, so in apomixis we have seen that is about the recurrent apomixis and the non-recurrent apomixis and the adventive polyembryony. Okay, then next see concept that is about the parthenocarpy. Okay, so next that is about the parthenocarpy. So parthenocarpy means what? That is there is the formation of the fruits without fertilization. Without fertilization. So here the fertilization does not take place. And due to which here there is the no seed formation. Okay, so here these fruits are seedless fruit. Do you know some examples of the seedless fruit? That is the banana. It is the seedless fruit. Okay, and then pineapple. It is also the seedless fruit. So these seedless fruits, these are produced. Why? Because there is no fertilization. So what happens in this type of the fruit? That is here. In this type of the fruit, that is the ovary, it gets enlarged. Why? Because there is the presence of the IAA, that is indole 3-acetic acid. It is the hormone, growth hormone, and due to which here the ovary only gets enlarged. Why? And inside which there is no formation of the seed. So due to which here the fruits are the seedless fruits. Okay. So here the parthenocarpy, that is nothing but the formation of the seeds, the fruits, that is fruits which are developed without fertilization, and due to which here all the fruits, these are the seedless fruit. Okay. The next concept that is about the polyembryony. So polyembryony, that is poly means many, embryony, embryo. So here we have seen that is in the from the zygote in the embryo sac, here the only one embryo is produced, but here the concept is the polyembryony, that is the many embryo, more than one embryo. So here the scientist Leeuwenhoek who firstly coined the term, that is the polyembryony. So see, that is what is meant by polyembryony. So many embryos are produced inside the single ovule. Okay. So see, that is here how the conditions of polyembryony. So the polyembryony, it is mainly the true polyembryony, and another is the false polyembryo. So how the true polyembryos are produced, that is when the development of the embryo, it mainly takes place, and that is two or more embryo inside the embryo sac, that is the same nucellus. Okay. So here see, that is here the development of this embryo sac, it is mainly, that is the adventive, we have seen adventive polyembryony, that is, see, that is here the embryo sac which is present. So here is the zygote, diploid zygote, from which here the embryo development takes place, and see, that is here there is the nucellar cells, and then again it is covered by, we have seen, that is it is covered by the integument. Okay. So here after fertilization from this zygote, there is the development of embryo. Okay. So here is the one embryo. So next, that is about here the from the nucellus and also from the integument, there is also the formation of the embryo. So see, that is here is the nucellus. So from this nucellar cell, here it gets divides and redivides, and there is the formation of embryo. It is the adventive embryo. Okay. Then again from the integument also, integument cell, it is the cell of the integument. So from this integument cell also, there is the formation of the embryo. Okay. So here the many embryo which are produced inside the single ovule. So it is the adventive embryony, polyembryony. So if the cells which are embryo which are produced from the nucellar cell, it is known as the nucellar polyembryony, that is the nucellar adventive polyembryony. So here the from this zygote, here we have seen embryo development takes place, while here from the nucellar cell and also from the integument, here also the embryo development takes place. That is about the true polyembryony. So what is the false polyembryony? That is here, see, that is inside the nucellus. There are the many embryo sacs are produced. Okay. So see, that is here, that is there are the additional embryos, these are arise in, that is the embryo sac. So here due to the cleavage of the zygotic cell or from the synergid cells or from the antipodal cells. So see, that is we have seen, that is here is the zygote which is produced, then there are the two synergids, here is the antipodal cells. Okay. So here from this antipodal cells, that is there is the it gets divides and there is the formation of embryo sac. So there are the many embryo sacs are produced like this. Okay. So here the many embryo sac are produced, and here the polyembryony takes place. So here this polyembryo or the many embryo, these are mainly produced, that is due to the cleavage. So it is known as the cleavage polyembryony. Cleavage polyembryony. So cleavage means due to the breaking or the division. Okay, so here the cleavage polyembryony, it mainly produced, that is embryo which are produced due to the cleaving or the breaking of the zygotic cells or from the antipodal cells or from the synergy. So there are the formation of the false polyembryony, that is the cleavage polyembryony. So what is the use of this polyembryony? That is, due to the polyembryony, many embryo are produced inside the single seed. Okay, so there are the formation of many seedlings. Okay, so if any one seedling may be damaged, that is the more than one seedlings are produced. म्हणजे एकापेक्षा जास्त रोप इथं तयार होतात, बरोबर आहे. आणि त्यामुळे एखादं रोज जरी रोप खराब झालं तरी बाकीचे रोप त्याचे चांगले येऊ शकतात. हा एक महत्वाचा यूज आहे, दॅट इज द पॉलीएम्ब्रियॉनी. सो इट मेनली इन्क्रीज द चान्सेस ऑफ सर्वायवल ऑफ द न्यू प्लांट. And here the nucellar polyembryony is useful for the agriculture. Okay, so it is about the polyembryony. So students, we have seen that is today, that is about the polyembryony. Then we have seen also that is about the apomixis, then parthenocarpy, and also the dormancy.